to a shave of the day. It's just a regular run-of-the-mill shave of the day, nothing new to show you this week. So today we're going to be having a shave with the Wickham's Face Soap as a pre-shave. We're going to be using Klar Kabinett as the main soap with a Cadman 26mm silver tip brush, the Merkur Futur and an Astra superior stainless blade. And why this combination, you ask? Well, I don't use the Klar Kabinett very often at all. For obvious reasons. It's incredibly hard to come by because it's no longer made, and I just fancied it today, you know. But I'm going to use it in a little bit differently. Many people grate it into a puck or into a bowl and form it into a puck, or just make it into a usable form other than the bar. I only have the bar and I haven't grated it or done anything with it. I've tried scraping some off and pressing it into a bowl and lathering that way, but it's a bit of a faff, so we're going to go something different today. I'll show you that in a moment. Anyway, let's get on with the pre-shave. So I'm going to wet the face and lather up with the Wickham's Face Soap, which is a fantastic pre-shave. Kudos to Darren and Stuart for letting me know about that. It works wonderfully, and I'll show you how I'll use it slightly differently now. So I just wet the face, and I lather plenty in the hands off the bar, little square, and it lasts ages. I've used this pretty much daily for, well, since it arrived from Stuart, and it just goes and goes and goes. I'm going to order some more in a different scents in the not too distant future. His birthday coming up. No doubt I'll have some pennies. And how I use it slightly differently, instead of just doing this one comes from Mehmet. This idea was to lather up with this and then apply a hot towel over the top. Now my regular hot towel is out the way. I normally do this as do the hot towel in the microwave, you know, get it nice and hot and ready to go. But this idea, this particular shave setup came to me at the last minute, so it's not been prepared. And I normally do the hot towel prior to the video. So what I've done, I've run my sink water as hot as I can. I'm just using this. And you hold it over the top and let it sort of do its thing. A bit of a dance move, terrible dancing, as the wife will tell me. And that's pretty much it. Now normally you would do a few minutes of the hot towel, but just a few seconds of the towel over the lather really seems to amplify the benefits of the face soap. So that's that. So my Klar Kabinett is kept in a bag, kept safe. And what I'm going to do, instead of rubbing it on the face like you could a stick, you know, I could quite happily go and do that. I've got a couple of days growth to decimate here, but what I'm going to do, I'm going to fist lather, and it's a technique I picked up with a shave stick, just to lather off the end of the brush. You see how quickly that is exploding into lather. Get plenty of that into the brush. And it's a real subtle rose scent, and it's nice because it's real, you know. It's not fake. There's nothing false. It's beautiful, delicate, genuine rose scent. I'm going to work up a reasonable amount of lather here, or as reasonable as I can, in this manner. I suppose the tricky part of fish lathering like this is getting sufficient in the pot or in the brush from the end of the bar probably got enough there. At least for a couple of passes anyway. I'll just wipe the rest off. And I won't waste it. Just apply it to the face. And it's thick and dense and creamy already. So what I'm going to do is add a touch of water to the end of the bristles. Start building up. So I hope you've all had a fantastic week. Mine has been busy. Very busy. Going shopping in a little while once the shop's open at 10. It's now about 8:30, something like that. Gonna get a nice bit of beef for tonight's dinner. Last night I made homemade, well, it's homemade KFC we'd call it. I made my own take on a Zinger Tower burger. I took some whole chicken breast and tenderised it, added some salt and pepper, and then an egg wash which contained a crushed up OXO cube of the chicken variety, and then rolled it in breadcrumbs which had cayenne pepper, paprika, salt, pepper, garlic, mixed herbs. There was something else in there. What else did I put in? It was, what was it? That was just regular hot chili powder. Not a huge amount of that because you don't need a lot. And then just oven cooked those, so they're nice and healthy. Throw in some hash browns, some lettuce, some tomato and jalapeno relish, and a little bit of burger sauce as well. Just inside a nice bun. And you know what? They were bloody amazing. Tonight it's Sunday, roast beef. Just a touch more moisture in that lather, not a lot. And that, ladies and gents, is my lather. You can see what I had off the end of the bar. I've got a brush full. And with the Future, I'm just going to dry my hands and the razor handle so I don't want to cause any grief when adjusting. We're set on a 6 at the moment. We'll start on the 6. So it's very efficient. So apologies for doing that a little bit off camera. It's difficult to be able to see that side of my face. So, oh, I has nicked myself. not expected. There we go, we've got the worst off with the 6. I'm just going to wipe off. And so that razor on a 6 is frighteningly efficient, as we saw there. Takes off the slightest little imperfections in your skin surface. So we're going to whack it down to a 2, which is my preferred setting for remaining passes. I'm going to go this way. We will need to do a third pass. There we go. 2 passes. Like I say, we've got a bit of touch up to do under here, particularly because this way is against the grain for me down there, and it's awkward. It never gets smooth with 2 passes, nowhere near. So we will go for a third pass. And the Klar lather is superb, it really is. I'm going to dial it down to a 1 for against the grain, because it's a particularly sensitive part of my body, skin wise. And lately it doesn't take a lot to irritate here. So I keep it to as gentle a pass as possible. So I've even got a couple of little bits there that have got irritated. There we go. Happy with that. Just a bit of clean off, as you do. Yeah, 90% happy there. Obviously got a little nick up here. Not so happy with that. And a little tiny one there as well. Sure the old sideboards are level. They're not. So I'm just going to pull out the old shavette just for take the bottom off of that side. And there. There's one on this side as well. So just a couple of straight hairs, you know, I like to keep them, when you're fresh from the barbers, I like to keep them straight. What next? Well, like I say, as soon as we've had a bit of a couple of nicks, we're going to go for the advanced balms. We're going to throw on this one, which is the balm in amber and Moroccan jasmine. Throwing things around bars from here, not great. Yeah, so I put a couple of pumps of this on, and I like to just rub that in. Don't get me wrong, my skin doesn't feel bad, but I've had a couple of weepers, so I'm going to pamper my face. It smells nice and fresh, that rosemary, it's beautiful. And then we'll finish off with the lotion, which is more of an oil base, and it's wonderful. Now, I'll mention this. I had a shave with this. I thought to myself, oh, it's an oil, and it's a decent oil. I wonder what it's like to shave with. So I put a couple of pumps across my face and got the shave out the other day. And you know what? It made a bloody good shave oil. The likes you see at King Shaves and things like that mentioned in supermarkets and various publications. And I thought, well, I've got an oil here, I'll try it. Do you know what? Like I say, wonderful. Really slick and protected your skin during the shave nicely, as nicely as an oil can. So that's the Balms post-shave lotion, which for me doubles up quite well as a shave oil. So that's the treatment done. Skin will feel absolutely sublime now for the rest of the day. That oil will sort of soak in nicely, and I'll give it about 20 minutes, and then I'll just sort of give it another rub in, because sometimes you get a little bit of residual over and above what your skin can absorb, and it just takes that off and leaves your skin absolutely wonderful. I think we need some form of scent now. What should we have? Let's have a little nose in the cupboard. I keep a few in here, most of which live in my bedroom, but I've got a few here which are sort of my go-to scents. I've got the Le Male, which I've not got a lot left of. I've got some CK1, we're not going to have that though. I've got one of my all-time favourites, L'Eau d'Issy, which as you can see is almost out. I've got a new bottle in the other room. One that the wife bought me, which I don't wear often, but it's fresh and summery, and it's one you really need to overlook the name. David Beckham instinct. It's actually really quite nice, in the same sort of league as CK. What else have I got hiding in there? No, they're in the other room. I think, what's that there? It's an oil. Anyway, the one that I'm going to use today, I can't find anywhere. And again, I've not got a lot left of this. It complements the scent of the oils and the balm that I've just used, and that's why I'm going to use it today. Paul Smith London. Real woodsy, beautiful tone, sort of notes in there. Just a few sprays of that in that area. Flip one on the wrist. It's a beautiful scent for the day. Wonderful. So, ladies and gents, boys and girls, aliens of other species, and intelligent sheep that have developed the ability to understand English. Thank you for watching my shave of the day. It was just that, just a regular shave. Nothing particularly fancy today, but it is what it is. You guys enjoy videos. Let me know what you liked, let me know what you want to see, and we'll come up with some more content for you. So thank you very much indeed. I have been Nick, and I will see you again soon. Bye.